And 7 News following a 24/7 weather alert for the second day in a row. A tornado warning for Denver. Rain, hail reported all over the Front Range. We have lots to talk about in this next half hour. So let's first get to Mike Nelson, who is in the 24/7 Weather Center. He's been monitoring this since early this afternoon when we went on the air because so many of you were calling and asking what is going on out there, Mike.
Oh, what a crazy day. We start out with a tornado warning at Red Feather Lakes, of all places, up in Larimer County. That was about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Had some large trees knocked down there. Not sure if that was straight line winds or a tornado. We had tornado warnings over the Denver area about 2 o'clock this afternoon as a large, ominous wall cloud was spinning right over the downtown area. And now we have an urban and small stream flood advisory inside of this green box that covers much of central Denver over to Arvada, down to Lakewood. And that is for rainfall of at least 2 to 3 inches in an hour's time in some locations, causing street flooding. Our old friend Tony Laubach is out chasing out on the plains. He reports a foot of water rushing over the Kiowa-Bennett Road at US 36. So that is showing the heavy rainfall that continues farther to the east. Lisa Hidalgo's been in since early this morning. I remember drive the radar for me a little bit, going out to the east. And let's show you what's happening out that way over central Adams and Arapahoe County. This cell has been producing some very scary looking clouds. Matt Macon's been out chasing on that cell all afternoon. We've had a few little spin-ups that look like they want to form into tornadoes. We've had some large hail, and of course, where Tony Laubach was reporting right in this area, over a foot of water flowing over the Kiowa-Bennett Road at US 36. So this is a very powerful storm in terms of hail, rain, and the potential for some of these weak little landspout tornadoes. All of this activity is drifting back toward the northwest. If we'll just take the radar out a little bit wider again, Lisa, and DIA has had a number of ground holds because of strong thunderstorms in the area this afternoon. Now, as this storm drifts back toward their airspace and over the runways, we'll probably get some more difficulties there. This cell has been moving toward the northeast, so they're kind of combining and look like we'll get a very heavy rain event over the northeastern section of the Denver metro area, taking out across the entire state of Colorado. A couple of different severe thunderstorm watches are currently in effect. This area under a severe thunderstorm watch, including Denver, Greeley, Fort Collins, out to Fort Morgan until 7 o'clock tonight, and down to the south, the strong thunderstorms in the Pueblo area and out toward Lamar, another severe thunderstorm watch area. Zoom it back down to the Strasburg-Bennett location, and that's where we're going to go to my colleague Matt Makins. He's been right underneath this storm all day long, and it's been a scary one indeed. Matt, what's the latest?
Mike, you're looking at the greatest area of rotation and shear, the wind directions coming together there, the thunderstorm that Corey's zooming into. That's classically an area where you see those little scud clouds, those little tails hanging down, and people mistake for funnel clouds, but that's that part of the thunderstorm. As he pans to the right, you're going to look at your couple of your reports that you talked about, Tony Laubach, where a foot of water would be over the road. As Corey pans over in that direction, you're looking at that rain core, the hail core that Tony Laubach would be sitting under. So if he's got a foot of water rushing over the road, it's only about 2 miles from this vantage point of this camera lens as you're looking down virtually 36 right here. Elsewhere to the north, as we pan up towards Front Range Airport, where it would be in DIA, you're seeing nothing but rain. Very heavy rain. The size of hail has greatly been dropped down here in Strasburg. We had a brief dry period. The winds shifted. Now they're coming out of the thunderstorm rather than going into the storm, and with that shift the temperatures have dropped here and the rain has started to return. It's a steady rain, light to moderate at this time, no hail, but we are just mile to 2 miles from the real torrential rain that Tony Laubach is reporting that flooding on just to our east. But again, we're on the outskirts of the storm, watching those turbulent areas for any sort of tornadic spin up. Mike, today's risk for tornadoes is 2%, which is far smaller than yesterday's, but as you know, we're not going to ignore that small chance, so we're going to keep our eyes on it from here.
Absolutely. Great reporting all day long on that, Matt. Thank you very much. I want to show you a couple of different views. This is from Air Tracker 7 now flying over the downtown Denver area, and it's really rain obscured out there. Just a wall of water coming down on the Denver metro area at the present time, especially over the central portions of Denver from around Westminster and in the Sheridan area. This is where we're getting the heaviest of the activity now. So Westminster, Arvada, Wheat Ridge, also into central Denver over toward City Park and extending out all the way to 225, the Anschutz Medical Campus, getting some heavy rain there going up toward Montbello. I'm just going to put this into a half-an-hour loop to show you the motion of the storms as they're drifting quickly to the northeast. These storms producing some really heavy downpours, and the area that is under that green box, that is the urban and small stream flood location, valid until 7:45 tonight. Right down through the central part of Denver. Let's take off the echoes for just a second. You can see this area that is under the aerial flood advisory until 7:45 this evening because of the very heavy rainfall. The storms are going to continue to move toward the northeast over the metro area and head up toward DIA, and it's very likely that we'll see these storms kind of combine and form just a real heavy band of rain right over the metro area.